You get married, the jobs you do are directly connected to the work that you do at home. Like if I wash the car, that night my wife would take a shower with me. That's nice. I like that. That's nice. If I walk the dog, doggy style. I blow leaves off the driveway, clean driveway. I screwed up and rooted the drains. I couldn't work for 2 days after that. I think you ladies are going to like me this next thing I say, though. I did something most guys won't do. That's right. I stopped and asked for directions. I was looking for a G-spot. I could not find that thing. And you get married, too. You think, I'll never have to pleasure myself again. I've got a woman to take care of that for me now, right? You know that ain't true, Rob. Hell yeah. Here's the thing, though. Women want to pretend that you're not doing it. They don't want to know about it. So I honored my wife, and I did not let her know I was doing it. I always kept it a secret, you know. But I screwed up a couple weeks ago. I left the towel in bed. She could have been cool about it, right? She could have said nothing. Not my wife. She walks in and she's like, oh. What's this? Oh, a cat threw up and he cleaned up that towel right there. She said, well, no wonder it threw up. It looks like he came in its mouth. I said, that's ridiculous. You can't get a cat's mouth open that far. I said that joke in Pittsburgh, and the guy goes, yeah, the teeth hurt too. That's sad, isn't it? Oh. This economy's pretty rough on all of us, and I like to do some fun things and little tips for you guys at home. Things that you can do cheaply and still have a good time. I like to go to yard sales. Anyone else? Yard sale people? Yeah! I like to fuck with the people who are having them. Last week I picked up a plastic pipe. I walked up to the woman there and I said, hey, how much is this crack pipe? Oh, was she pissed. She's like, you dumbass, that is a bone. You don't know what you're doing. You better not be taking too many drugs. You go to public school? And my kids, I can't afford Disney World anymore. It's so expensive. So we got a place down in Florida called Hooker World. Have you ever been there? Great ride. Spinning D-cups, Space Mountains. Stay away from Colonic Springs. You don't. You know, everywhere you go when you go on vacation, I'm trying to say timeshares. It's messed up, isn't it? They just in your face all the time. And I caved in, and I bought a timeshare last time. So I got this little Filipino girl in October for 2 weeks. Looking forward to that, really. With the maintenance. News is something else. A guy in Chicago, police had him cornered naked. All he had was a knife. He's back up against the wall. So what does he decide to do? Instead of throwing the knife at him, he cuts his Johnson off and throws it at the cops. Say hello to my little friend! First of all, you got to be a guy number one to think you can throw a penis at a cop and make him run away. But they asked him, you think he was crazy? And he said, he's just nuts. You think he was in a gang? Gangs have members. I punched you twice. I'm not proud of it, but I did. One more. The dolphin in China, did you hear about the dolphin in China? They ate all the edging off the sides of the pools. There was 2 of them. They were going to die because they couldn't get any metal things down the dolphin's stomach. They got that 7'11" guy from the Ural Mountains. They got him come over to reach his hand, 42.5-inch arm, down in the dolphin's stomach, pulled all the plastic out, saving the dolphin's lives. He goes home and tells his wife, says, your hand smells like fish, and that's the best story you come up with? You know what Clinton asked Clinton about when Cheney shot his friend in the face? You guys hear what he said? He said, Greg, Dick Cheney gets a $7 fine. Me, they want to impeach for giving somebody a shot in the face. And then the OnStar call that came out. Did you hear the OnStar? He goes, hello, OnStar. Yeah, me, Dick Cheney. I just shot my friend in the face. Oh my God, Mr. Vice President, when is this? That's a good point. Hang on. No witnesses. Just 2 days ago, did you guys hear about the guy? He had diabetes, had an infected toe. Did you hear his story? The dog ate his toe off. Saved his life. What a great dog. Unless you have jock itch. It's not, you don't want that dog. It's not a good dog. That's a bad one. I have kids, 3 kids, and got a family. You don't get to hear many stories about them. I'll give you a few right now. When my boys were 7 and 10 years old, I sent them out in the driveway to shovel the snow. And my wife's like, did you tell the boys how to shovel snow? I'm like, they're guys. You don't have to tell them how to do stuff. I didn't have to tell them how to surf the web for porn. They know shit like that. She goes, oh, no. I said, oh, it'll be fine. Don't worry about it. An hour later, I go out, look at the driveway. It was spotless. I went, yes! I looked in the garage. It was full of snow. We got a new dog, and my son was playing with the dog, and I said, hey, how's it going with Sam? And he goes, it's going great, Dad. I said, but he's always on my leg doing this all the time. I said, what'd you do? And he goes, I'm kicking the nuts. Oh, you can't kick Sammy nuts. He goes, not like that, Dad, like this. Sammy loves him. Ray County, Tennessee. They passed a law. They actually passed a law against homosexuality. I don't know what they were going to do. You know how they're going to enforce it, but it was gone the next day. But I'm like, what was the plan? You know, they're going to have a cop sitting in the street watching people. Just pull you over, right? Pull you over. Hey, buddy, I noticed you got pretty excited when that Ford Pro pulled up behind you. We're going to have to give you the gay test. What's the gay test? He goes, you blow on this thing right here. Dude, I'm not blowing on that. He goes, well, you pass, you go about your business. I said, what if I'd been a woman? He goes, then if you don't blow on it, then you're one of those lesbians. I said, so you're telling my wife is a lesbian? He goes, she wasn't last week when I pulled her over.